Hello, my name is Karen J Mossman. This is my latest book, Toxic, an Eclectic book. I wrote this, a dystopian romance, in conjunction with another author called Karina Kantas. I wrote the romantic version and she wrote the erotic version. So you have two choices of the same story, same characters, same plot, with a few little differences. I'm going to read you the description of the book and then a small excerpt. Lexi isn't your normal Malak. She craves adventure and freedom from the mundane life forced upon her. 100 years ago, the first drop of acid rain fell. Malaks fled to the mountains, building a new way of life, a desolate life, a life Lexi knows all too well. Lexi has a plan, her ticket out of this miserable existence, by becoming a ranger. Aaron, her partner, believes she's not strong enough to fight alongside him. Lexi will stop at nothing, no matter what the danger, to achieve her independence, even if it means defying him. Amidst everything, Marcus, Lexi's childhood best friend, makes a sudden return. Before she can rejoice in a reunion, her happiness is crushed when she meets May, the bully that had terrorised her in her teens. Marcus was aware of the mental abuse Lexi had suffered, and yet the person she loved and the person she hated the most stood before her together. This excerpt I'm going to read is when May comes to confront Lexi. She, Lexi, went home and cried into a pillow before falling asleep and didn't wake up until the buzzer echoed through her head. "Okay," she called, getting up. When she opened the door, she stood back in shock. It was May. "Can we talk?" she asked. "The cheek of it! I don't have anything to say to you." "Well, I've plenty to say to you," May said, "and if you're going to see each other from now on, it's about time we cleared the air." Lexi stood her ground, not letting her in. "My air is clear enough from where I'm standing." May looked left and right. "Do you think I could come in?" Sighing, Lexi allowed her superior inside. May looked over the sparse yet functional residence. Lexi realised with Aaron gone, the place looked empty. Not asking her to sit down, Lexi turned. "Okay, what do you want?" May smiled. "Nice space you have here." Lexi didn't answer. "Okay, I'll get straight to the point." "Yes, you do that," Lexi snapped. May sighed. "You're not going to make this easy for me, are you?" Lexi's eyes grew wide as she remembered how easy May had made her childhood. "Look, I'm here to clear the air. I'm sorry for what happened, but that was the past. We were kids back then. We didn't really know what we were doing." "You," interrupted Lexi. "What?" May said. You didn't know what you were doing." "Oh, right," May said. "Yes, okay. I didn't know what I was doing. Look, let's be honest here, shall we? I did know, but I didn't know how I was hurting you, or that you would still hold a grudge years later." "A grudge?" Lexi yelled. Then she stopped, took a deep breath and lowered her voice. "Don't tell me you didn't know. Were you deaf to my cries for you to leave me alone? Were you blind to my tears?" "Look, Lexi, I didn't come here to argue. I came to apologise." "Some apology saying that the memory of your mental torture was me holding a grudge? You ruined my life and my childhood. You gave me nightmares and demons," Lexi sighed. This was pointless. "I have a headache. I want you to leave." The wild look in May's eyes told her she was irate. It scared Lexi. Not that May would dare to throw a punch, but she could pull rank. She could make her life in the Rangers very difficult and get away with it. Lexi couldn't bear being bullied again. "You're right, we were young," Lexi said, just wanting her out. "You were a bully bitch, but you've changed. I believe you and I accept your apology." May's face softened And then her eyebrows arched. Really? Just like that? Yes, you're forgiven, so thank you for coming to speak to me. Lexi moved towards the door. May looked at her sceptically. I do mean it, Lexi. It's important for us to be allies. It could cost lives if we don't. You do understand that, don't you? I understand, Lexi said with a forced smile. I appreciate you coming around. May gave her a long look before leaving. Lexi was seething. The nasty, conniving Malloc, she said out loud. Does she really believe a simple apology would make everything okay? Whirling around, she headed to the kitchen, slamming things around whilst muttering angrily. And that's the end of the excerpt. Thank you very much for listening. All the links to the book, if you would like to buy it, will be in the end of the video, in the text part, more than likely. Thank you.